Welcome to tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Thank you, everybody, for joining us early. Hopefully, most of us had a chance to head over to Scratch and Pete, our moderators' channel, for a second there to check out their very first premiere, the trailer for their brand new channel. And our first channel that we're looking at on the screen today is Coach Sherry. This is our featured channel of the day. Every day that tuberchat runs, we feature a different channel based on generosity that we see within the community. And Coach Sherry is a very much loved and well-respected member, both of our community and the small YouTuber community at large. So I hope everybody will subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, she's officially on the road to 700, and hopefully today we're going to push her a little bit closer to that goal. Thank you, everybody, again, for coming so early. We've got a busy start here, but Becky Patois Pickney's in the house. Thank you. Jay Shashay is back. Thank you for coming in. It's been a while, but it's great to have you here. James Tamburo is with us, and Jaden Saw 28 is always with us. JCC Tube was very early, so thank you for coming in. My BFF forever, Kira Welton, and my love, Kristen Welton. Kristen is in the chat as a member and a moderator, so I'm going to get her onto the wheel right away. London Kev, it's great to see you. I know it's easier for you when we run earlier live streams, so I'm grateful to have you in here with us. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo had their monetization celebration last night, and we were able to hang out with them. So hopefully everybody can join us in congratulating them. They are officially on the road now after monetization. Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you back. He always shares for us, so thank you very much for that. And Pareto's Productions, it's good to have you back in the house. Rebecca Rose is here, and Rose Reese is here. Great to have you both in the chat. And the Ford Beautification Project looked like something I'm going to be interested in. I drive a Ford right now, if that's what we're talking about. So it's your first time with tuberchat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Zelda Master John is in the house. The Tyler Show's here, and the Xeophobic 73 channel. Thanks for coming in. And Unmasked Lifestyle is in the chat. They are a silver member, so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. Chrissy Vlogs, thank you for coming back in. And Game Master 1414, it's good to see you as well. Too Fat, Too Furious is here. Thank you for coming in. Hungry Man Kitchen, yes, finally made it. And I have to apologize to you because I have seen your comments come through. I'm, for the first time in a long time, behind on my comments by a little while. I know you've been asking a couple of questions. So if there's anything that you think I can answer for you to hear today, and that goes for anybody in the chat, then I'm happy to give it my best shot, of course. MSK Family Vlogs is in the house. Thank you for coming in. They are another member, so they get added to the wheel as soon as I see them. I'm just going to do some house cleaning on the wheel here. So for those of you who are brand new to tuberchat, you can connect with anybody in the chat that you'd like to. Everybody is here to connect. This is not a sub for sub network, but everybody is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. The object in tuberchat is to go first, make the first move, and start connecting with other creators. Grinch 1984, thank you for coming back in. And the way that the wheel works, for those of you who are a little bit newer, is once you've been here for a little while, usually it takes about half an hour to 45 minutes, sometimes even longer, but you're interacting with the chat, meeting new friends and family members for your channel, and having a good time. I have a robot that assists me. It is Botissimo, similar to Nightbot or Streamlabs that you might already be familiar with, and it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat, and that's how I determine the order in which I put people onto the wheel. And then once you're on the wheel, of course, it's random. But when I spin and your name comes up, then if you're still here, your channel gets added to the screen and we talk about it for a few moments if that's what you would like. with the only exception being, of course, our featured channel of the day, which for today is Coach Sherry. So she's already on the screen. So hopefully everybody's already having a good time meeting new friends and family members. JCC Tube, I hope I welcomed you. I know you were here very, very early, and I appreciate that. And it looks like we're off to the races. Everybody's already meeting new friends and family members, which is great. James Tamburo, thank you for hitting the like. Yes, if anybody has the ability to share, if you have a community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Pinterest, or any of the other social networks, then I'll appreciate it, of course. It helps the stream by pushing tuberchat just a little bit farther into the algorithm so that we can get found easier, meet more creators, and then maximize our impact. So Chrissy Vlogs, everybody gets added to the wheel after a period of time. So it is not just about how long you're here, but how active you are in the chat, meeting other creators, meeting new friends and family members, and things like that. It takes a little while, probably between half an hour to 45 minutes, before I start putting additional names on the wheel. I will start spinning in another moment or two, but I will take one more moment just to remind everybody to please thumbs up if you haven't already. It really does help the stream, and it only takes a moment to... don't lose your place on a phone. You have to shut the chat off. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, but it really does help. So I'll appreciate it, of course. And Scratch and Pete, that is an extremely generous super chat. That is absolutely not necessary, of course. Very much appreciated. But it's my pleasure after everything you've been doing for TuberChat to try to rally around you and try to get you a head start for your channel. So some of us in the chat here enjoyed Scratch and Pete's very first video today, trailer for the channel to let us know what is upcoming. So I hope everybody will subscribe to Scratch and Pete. They're always here with tuberchat and a lot of other channels that I help with. And he offers a lot of help as a moderator. As you know, here at tuberchat, we take moderators very seriously. We have very few. The only moderators we really have are Kristen Walton, who is my girlfriend, of course, Kira Walton, who's her daughter, and then a couple of well-respected friends who've been with tuberchat from the beginning. But Scratch and Pete PA is a dedicated moderator, and I appreciate very much this super chat. BKTV, good to see you back. I always chuckle because you know I'm not going to say that full name. I don't even know if it's wrong. I don't even know if it's. I just wonder if it's appropriate that I say it. I don't know, but that's okay. But I'm happy to have you here. The Tyler was in the house. That's great. And oh, Game Master 1414. Did I miss anything? I'm sorry if I did. And I certainly don't mean to miss anything in the chat. If I have, it's just sometimes I get a little bit behind. So let's... okay, very good. Yeah, Hungry Man Channel, thank you for coming over from My BS Life. My BS Life, Brad, who he's talking about, is the creator behind the channel My BS Life, who came to Niagara Falls not too long ago. It's a fellow Canadian from Ottawa, our nation's capital, came down to visit in Niagara Falls, and we managed to meet up and do a quick collaboration on my channel. And then last week we did another collaboration on his channel where we did a simple StreamYard panel. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, great to see you here, finding happiness in all you do. Great to have you back. Jazzy Nicole, 81, I'm always excited to see you. She is out supporting lots of different creators all the time, so I'm happy to have you here. Lenise TV, it's great to have you back. Our featured channel, Coach Sherry, of course, is in the chat with us right now, and I Love Kathy 138. And then I Love Kathy 138. The question is, how do you keep the comments on all videos? Oh, because your channel might be marked as made for kids. So when you're deciding whether a video or a channel needs to be made for kids or listed that way, the idea is whether the intended audience for your content is children. in the way that maybe Sesame Street or Barney or TV shows like that might be directed towards young children. If it's not, if you just happen to be under 18 years old, you don't necessarily have to mark your channel or your videos as made for kids, but that's where the setting is. So you can mark it on individual videos or your channel as a whole, but that's what the problem is. There also may be an individual setting to allow comments or not allow comments. So you have to dig through the not your analytics, your YouTube Studio to find those settings, but they're there. But I Love Kathy 138 happens to be a neighbor and a family friend, so I'll be happy to talk to you outside of tuberchat if you'd like, and I can help you with that stuff personally if you would like that. Pareto's Productions, hopefully I welcomed you, and Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, always likes and shares. Thank you. Eve Belize is in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another member, so we're going to get her onto the wheel right away. And I will spin in 1 second. Oh, thank you very much, Hungry Man Kitchen. Yeah, that was the second one we did because Brad came to Brad from My BS Life came to Niagara Falls. We had breakfast, him and Kristen and Kira and I and his girlfriend, and we all, him and I had kind of a half Niagara Falls talk. At the time, Niagara Falls is a very big tourist destination. It's known as the honeymoon capital of the world. There's lots to do here, so we're talking about that. And then last week, we just did that StreamYard panel, which was more of a in-depth YouTube talk, questions and answers about analytics and the inner workings of YouTube and how we can improve our channels and videos. So hopefully everybody will check those out. But Hungry Man Kitchen, thank you for reminding us about that. Unmasked Lifestyle, yes, you're already on the wheel. I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. Finding happiness in all you do, my day is great. As a matter of fact, so we just saw a premiere from Scratch and Pete PA, and after tuberchat, we are going to go to Kristen Welton's channel, where her and I are going to do a Get to Know Us live stream, similar to something that you might have seen from Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo. As a matter of fact, they had their monetization celebration last night, and that was a fun hangout as well. And yes, I noticed a couple of people mentioning that they are willing to swap playlists. So if you are willing to swap playlists, please reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. The way that we do that is just to simply say, I am willing to swap playlists, and then other creators should reach out to you for the purpose of making those arrangements. And if you see somebody say they are willing to swap playlists, then if you're willing, please reach out to them, and everybody's free to make those arrangements independently. And KPJP Florida, it's always a pleasure having you in the house. She also allows creators to connect the way that we do here at tuberchat. Hakeem Nations is here, and Vern's Junk Closet, a dear friend, and is in the chat as a member. She shares her knowledge on everything related to YouTube. She's got well over 4,000 subscribers, now has broken off into a second channel as well. I hope everybody will connect with her. She allows people to connect the way that we do here in tuberchat as well. She is known as the YT cheerleader. So not only is she knowledgeable, she is motivating and inspirational. She's in fact inspirational in the creation of tuberchat in the first place. So the Ford Beautification Project, I hope you're having a good time meeting new friends and family members. And then, so JCC Tube, here in tuberchat, everybody should be returning to you. And if there's anybody in particular that you'd like to let me know about in the chat, you can reach out to me. I know we're already connected on Instagram, but that is for everybody else. It's all one word, tuberchat. And you will be able to reach me. I try to be attentive to it. So if there's anybody in the chat that's not connecting correctly, then I'll be able to address it. Almost everybody in tuberchat today has been here before, and several times. So the only exceptions might be a couple of newcomers or a couple of people who have been here only a couple of times. But as long as everybody is on the same page, we should be all good. Michael's Adventures is here. I know you've been here for a while. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Jay Shashay. Wow, more action in the chat here. Thank you so much. Jay Shashay has just become a member. Let me put Scratch and Pete up here just for a quick second because I want to thank them for their generous super chat. If I can find them. And then I will put Jay Shashay next as well. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel, of course. However, in the case of super chats and memberships, we will just be allowing them to skip the line or the and get onto the wheel or the screen right away. So, Jay Shashay, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate the support, you becoming a member. We did just see a premiere from Scratch and Pete a moment ago, right before we started today's TuberChat live stream, and that will be the featured channel for next Monday. We feature a different channel on every live stream. And I've fallen way behind in the chat again, so forgive me, everybody, for that. If I haven't welcomed you yet and you've come in, I will certainly get around to everybody. I just sometimes get a little bit behind. We are quite busy right now, as you can see. But hopefully everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members. And I don't mean to miss anything in the chat. If I have, please have patience with me and just simply let me know what you were looking for or if anybody had a question, and I will do my best to address it. Poetically Yours with Javier Santa Maria, thank you for coming back in. It's great to see you. Hakemations, it's always good having you in the chat. And then I Love Kathy 138's Willing to Swap playlist. So let's have a look at Jay Shashay, our newest member, and thank you again. So what that means is I'm putting your channel up right now, but from now on, as soon as I see you in the chat on every live stream, you will be added to the wheel right away. And hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat, but it looks like we're okay. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Past Life Explorers in the house. Thank you for coming back in. I was going over some Twitter analytics, actually, and I'll have to do something about that, maybe a tutorial or a video. I was just looking at it for a few minutes this morning, and I noticed Past Life Explorer, we featured that channel, and we got a big rush on our Twitter at the time. So thank you for whatever you did to make that happen. Between tweeting and retweeting and things like that, that's the kind of stuff that everybody needs as a growing YouTuber for their channel, whether it's on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or anywhere else. Whenever you're visiting other creators and supporting them, it's always a great idea to share for everyone as much as you can. TuberChat has set up a few things, including a Facebook group and a Reddit dedicated subreddit. We also have a Twitter list called TuberChat Stars. Past Life Explorer is a member of that list. And what we do is anybody that tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets added to that list. The purpose is that other YouTubers can find like-minded creators who are active on Twitter so that everybody can benefit each other. It's great to see Cooking with Q and More in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Ela and family, Ela and family, thank you for coming in. Oh, Mr. B&I is here as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, but as long as you're still active, I will eventually get caught up and around to everyone, of course. Oh, let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. I'm going to have to start moving a little bit faster, and then we will start adding some names to the wheel in a little while. Just Vlogging Life is a gold member. So what that means is their channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And then their link gets dropped in the chat by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So here's just vlogging life, almost at the 200, officially on the road, but so close to the 200. I think they can make it today. So I hope everybody will subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and get Just Vlogging Life, our gold member, over that hump. We need much more than the 4 that they would be looking for, because with the way that YouTube's been working lately, we always want to be aiming a little bit higher than the goal we're reaching for. So if we can get Just Vlogging Life anywhere close to 210, we know that they'll get that locked in, and make sure that they have a good celebration for passing that second milestone. TYI On Demand, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting, meeting new friends and family members. It seems like it. So specifically, for those of you who are newer to TuberChat, the way that we connect here is to leave a single emoji next to somebody's name in the chat to let them know that you want to connect with them. Then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least a minute long. Particularly 2, 3, 4, or 5 minutes would be ideal, so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm. It is not enough to watch a minute of any video. You must watch a full video of probably a few minutes. That's the best idea to lock that in, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And it should be at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know you've secured the connection the right way. And then if you say something about the video that you watched, they will be able to find your comment easily and quickly, and then turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So Hakimations, we really don't have an answer from YouTube about when this glitching and purging and everything else is going to stop. But I was looking at one of the other channels that I manage today that does not do any of the things that we're doing here inside TuberChat. That channel has 2,700 subscribers, and still it has lost many subscribers. That channel's growing, but it's also got, you know, those dips in the analytics that we're seeing on all of our channels. So it's not just us, it's everybody. Hopefully they'll calm it down, because I saw for the first time the other day a creator mentioning that they were going to think about switching to Twitch. And if too much of that happens, YouTube's going to have to do something before they start losing too many people. But I think we'll be okay. And again, one of the things I say when we talk about the glitching and purging and all that other stuff, if you think back to when you started your YouTube channel, and if you'd have met me that day, and I had asked you, well, what are you going to do if things don't go so smoothly for a little while, if everything's not easy all the time? My bet is that most people in the chat would say, well, I'm still going to do it anyway. And hopefully that's the case. So we just keep going. We've seen several channels get monetized during this time, which means they are growing. So Kristen Welton is officially monetized. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo is monetized. And I just found out this morning that The Essence of Sonia just became monetized. These are all channels who became monetized during this time that YouTube is kind of playing around with our analytics. And there you go. Yeah, Michael's Adventures says they know a few who've gone to Twitch. So there's nothing wrong with experimenting with different ideas and seeing what's going to work for you. But as far as I can see, the content of all types that we seem to be putting out here on YouTube is better suited for YouTube. Twitch seems to be a lot more focused on gaming and music and things like that. But we'll see. And Mr. B and I just asking, what is Twitch? Twitch is another video sharing website focused specifically on gamers, but after especially the explosion in online exposure over the last couple of years, and particularly in the last 6 months, they've started to expand into other things as well. So it's similar to what we expect from YouTube, but YouTube is much more focused on videos with the addition of live streaming, whereas Twitch is a live streaming site with the addition of videos. In Hakimations, yes, the grind for supporters is real, that's for sure. But like I said, we see people getting monetized all the time, and we see lots of channels doing just fine. So hopefully everybody will keep it up. And this is the important part about wanting a loyal and dedicated community of supporters around you so that you have the true support that you need when your videos are coming out. And that leads to a lot of organic growth. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Oh, you know what? The Ford Beautification Project. I forget to mention this part about everything all the time. For anybody that is newer to tuberchat, we say a lot of silly things in the chat. We say we're coming to your house or leaving you a package or baking you cookies or we want to dance with you and all this other stuff. It just means that we have been to your channel, watched a video, left you a comment, given you thumbs up. We have subscribed and are waiting for you to do the same thing to us. But we don't use the word subscribe here in the chat because specifically sub for sub behavior is very much listed clearly as against the YouTube community guidelines. So we don't do anything like that. We're truly here. TuberChat is meant to be a meeting place so that you can find friends and truly family members. As you hear the stories that I tell about the channels that come through the chat, and especially the ones I put on the screen, you'll get to know the kind of loyal and dedicated supporters that we have here and the kind of family that actually is growing. Hakimations, I haven't ever heard of anybody getting monetized and then getting demonetized immediately after for a slight decline in either watch hours or subscribers. I'm not saying I'm right. I just haven't heard of it yet. But by the time most channels get to the 1,000, it's probably growing enough that the glitching that's going on isn't going to actually damage. What YouTube is doing is it's taking away older, invalid, or inactive connections in place of new ones at times. We've seen a couple of times where I've put channels on the screen now, and we see that I'm not subscribed, but there are people who have been here, let's say 2 or 3 months ago, and that's kind of an explanation as to what's been going on. And Patai MD, thank you for coming in. I'm always good. Thanks for asking. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Hopefully you saw PA's premiere today. We went and checked that out right before today's live stream. The Man Family, I know you've sent me a message and I will respond to you, so forgive my delay. I had a little bit of a busy morning, that's all. But it's great that you're here in TuberChat. I know you were talking about the idea of playlists. So specifically, what we do is we swap playlists with one another for the purpose of gaining watch hours. Forgive me, I'll get back to that in 1 second. This is Eve Belize. She happens to be a member, a very much loved and well-respected member of our community. She's here with us all the time. She's got her 1,000. Actually, she's now at 1,100, but she's got that nice and locked in. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. And she does swap playlists like what I'm talking about right now. What that means is you are making a arrangement with another creator to simply run a playlist of their videos and they will run a playlist of your videos. And you're not obligated to sit and watch every single second of every video that's in the playlist. You're simply obligated to run it. You can do it when you sleep, when you work, when you eat, when you're out, or on a second device if you have one, however you like. If you can comment and like some of the videos or all of the videos, that's great as well, but that's just doing a favor for the other creator. The reason why I push it so much is because, first of all, if you have a playlist to really stack up. But the better part about it is that you have traded favors with another creator, and therefore a friendship can start and hopefully flourish. And when you have a lot of friends, true friends, who are interested in your success here on YouTube, things get a lot easier and a lot better. Vern's Junk Closet is just, mentioning as well that if you don't post content in 6 months, you may get demonetized. So if you ever are in a situation where you must take a break, just keep that in mind so that you stay somewhat active. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay connecting. I hope I haven't missed too much in the chat. Oh, Hungry Man Kitchen. Yeah. Since September the 15th, there was a big purge on September the 15th. And that's the kind of thing we see about every 3 months on YouTube. After that, they've been glitching over and over and over again. It's been happening to everybody where we're gaining and losing and gaining and losing. TuberChat is still growing, but at about a quarter of the speed to a third of the speed that it was before all of that started. Politically Yours by Javier Santa Maria. Thank you for the super chat, especially the video game. Looks like a hungry hippo. But thank you very much for your super chat. It is absolutely not necessary, but very much appreciated, of course. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. MSK Family Vlogs is up on the screen right now. And they are another member of TuberChat, but they are a dynamic family of creators. I managed to catch them in a live stream the other day, and they've got a lot of dynamic content on their channel. They're officially on the road to 400, so I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. So I've got Poetically Yours by Javier Santa Maria on the wheel now. Thank you again for your super chat. I'm just going to spin. We'll get another channel up onto the screen and see what's happening. I hope I haven't missed anything in the chat. We're a little bit busy today, so if anybody has asked me anything or mentioned something that I missed, then please just have patience with me and let me know again, and I will try to address anything that anybody would like to know to the best of my ability anyway. Oh, leaving a gift. Yes, the Ford Beautification Project. So when we say, like, I've been to your house and left you a gift, what we're saying is I've been to your channel, watched a video, and left you a comment. The full package or the gift or things like that really means comment, but we're always doing the same process anyway. You're expected to visit somebody's channel, watch a full video, give them a meaningful comment, a thumbs up, of course, and subscribe, and then come back here to let them know that you've done that. When people are doing that with you, you're just expected to return the process to them afterwards. But as a newcomer, you will find that most of the creators that have been here for a while will hesitate until they see how you interact with everybody in the chat before they connect with you. So the best idea for everybody is to always be making the first move, always visiting other channels, supporting them with the knowledge that they will come back and support you afterwards. It's just a bunch of silly things we say because we can't say I've subscribed to your channel and left a comment. That would be considered spam and we'd get all our streams shut down. So we say all these other silly things in the chat to get around that. So hopefully everybody's having a wonderful time. Yes, Hakimatians. And it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting. Pardon me just for a quick second here. All right. I should move a little bit. Oh yeah, Hakimation. There's been a lot of time that's gone by with all the different growth streams where people have come in with different things to say, but it's kind of funny, all the different things we have to say here. Michael's Adventures, thank you very much. But it's always a pleasure to have you here. Michael's Adventures is one of the most supportive creators I've ever met. Still working on their hours, willing to swap playlists, but always willing to help others. They used to the Ford Beautification Project. They used to say a lot of bananas, right? Like we need bananas, we need more bananas, or I lost a couple bananas and this and that. And I think that comes. I can't be sure, but I think that comes because once you get 1,000 subscribers, YouTube sends you an email with a fun little graphic that kind of says this day is bananas. And I think that's a Gwen Stefani play on words that they do, but. There's a lot of different fun things that we say here. So, yes, hopefully everybody's doing okay. I'm going to spin Poetically Yours by Javier Santa Maria. Thank you again for your super chat. They are reaching out for the purpose of swapping playlist. JCC Tube swaps playlist. I swapped with them actually. And then, Ecstasy. The thing is, like, so TuberChat is now on episode number 93, and we've never had links. The reason why I don't do it here, I don't do anything to make things easy on anybody. And so what that means is that only people who are the most genuine are going to be able to even put up with TuberChat the way that it is. But that's what I want. So as I tell stories about the channels that come into the chat, and particularly the ones I put on the screen, you'll get an idea more and more of the true loyal and dedicated supporters that have become a part of the TuberChat community. Not to mention, everybody's extremely respectful all the time, and it makes the job easy on the moderators and this and that, so I don't have to have a lot. So that helps. And then, oh, yeah. Jaden has seen the cats. We have a couple of cats here. Kristen and Kira had these cats. So we've all moved in together 4 years ago, but they already had these cats, and one of them was just meowing a moment ago. Can't find Javier Santa Maria. So if I was to, I wonder if I can find them. A simple search should be able to find them. I'll look for them again in a quick second here. I'll come back to Jenny O'Brien, in a quick second here. Jenny O'Brien happens to be a silver member, which means that her channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether she's here or not. And then, like I said, we don't do a lot of links here at TuberChat, but in the case of a gold membership, the link is dropped automatically every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we've seen. So here's Politically Yours by Javier Santa Maria. So it comes up for me right away in a simple search. But again, we have never done a lot of links here. I know that a lot of other growth streams do. A lot of my friends do, and that's fine. But we all operate a little bit differently. But TuberChat seems to be doing just fine. Taylor Rochester, great to see you here. Yeah, it's been a little while, but it's good to have you in the chat again. So thanks for coming in. And Sergeant Life, I don't think I welcomed you, but I'm happy that you're here. So thank you very much. And there you go. Thank you, Becky Patois Pickney. That's the hope. Like I said, I just don't do anything to make things easy on anybody, as we all know. How much it hurts, I don't know. We've had a lot of channels. There's always channels that come through TuberChat every single day. They drop one message and leave, and I'm sure there's several channels that come through and leave right away. But that's expected, right? Not everybody's going to like everything that they see, and that's fine. As long as everybody who's here is getting the value that they need, growing their channels, truly making friendships, like I keep talking about, then that's just fine. So Jenny O'Brien desperately trying to hit that 2,000, and no, Jaden, the cats just meow everywhere. And then Chrissy Vlogs, yeah, everybody's loyal here at TuberChat. Anybody who stays with TuberChat is loyal. But thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up as well. There are many channels who've been here for many, many months. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, for instance, has been here since the beginning. Vern's Junk Closet has been here since the beginning. Jaden Suh has been here since episode number 13. So XTC, yeah. So the way that the wheel works is typically it's not just about how long you're here. So I have a robot that assists, right? And it's just like Nightbot and Streamlabs and all that. It's called Botissimo. And what happens is it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat, like JCC Tube and Too Fat Too Furious, Game Master 1414, for instance. They have all been very active. So they've been here a while, and they're actively growing their channels. The reason why I make it like this is because the only way for me to grow is to truly be helping you. If everybody is truly growing their channels, and we see channels getting monetized all the time who've been here, and then what will happen as you become more successful and people start asking you, how did you do it? You will hopefully turn back and say tuberchat is something that the newcomers need to follow, and then tuberchat will continue to grow. So it only works if I truly try to help everybody, but it seems to be working. But it's not just about how long you're here, because otherwise somebody could just come at the beginning, drop a quick emoji every 15 minutes, and then eventually get onto the wheel. And what I wish to do is keep it fair for the people who are here working, genuinely supporting other creators. The idea, as cliche as it sounds, is that we truly believe here that supporting other creators more than we expect to be supported, always giving more than we expect to receive, is the key to success. And we see it again and again and again. So let me spin. We'll get another channel up here, and I will start adding names to the wheel in a moment. Mishana, good to see you here. Thanks for coming back in. And hopefully I haven't missed too much on the in the chat. Grandma Faye LME, thank you for coming in. That's another member. So like I said, you do not have to be, oh, I misspelled this. You do not have to be a member, or you do not have to super chat to get on the wheel. But in the case of super chats and memberships, we just let them skip the line and get onto the wheel or the screen right away. Simply Royce happens to be a silver member, so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And then here's Grandma Faye LME. And I've added you to the wheel because I've seen you now. Thank you for coming in. So for Noel M, thank you for coming in. I know it's your first time with tuberchat, so forgive me where your messages have just been held because we don't do any self-promotion here at tuberchat. Everybody is here for the purpose of helping and supporting each other. So everybody here wants to help you. The object here at tuberchat, though, is to go first. You make the first move, you go out and support other creators, then come back, let them know you've done that, and then they will do the same for you. More specifically, the way that we connect here is to leave a single emoji next to somebody's name. You leave a single emoji next to somebody's name to let them know that you want to connect with them. Then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. Then give the creator a thumbs up and subscribe to them, and then leave a double emoji in the chat here next to their name. Say something about the video that you watched, and then they can find your comment easily. They will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So, yeah, Hakimations, that's interesting that you say that I've lost tons of supporters, but I show the analytics almost every day, and we see that tuberchat is still continuing to grow. So while YouTube is doing its purging and glitching with everybody, and tuberchat is a part of that, it still managed to grow just at about 1/4 to 1/3 of the speed that it was doing before. Taylor Rochester, sorry, did I miss anything? Did I miss, did you have a question that I missed or something? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, no, I know you're, I know it's been a little while, but I'm glad to have you back, Taylor Rochester, so thank you very much. JCC Tube, thanks for reminding everybody to thumbs up. And for Noel M, yeah, if you just take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. There's a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect. Hungry Man Kitchen, yes, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, tuberchat is here. We move the times around just so that we can meet different creators in different time zones around the world. Here's Unmasked Lifestyle. This happens to be another silver member, so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not, but they were recently featured on tuberchat. We feature a different channel at the beginning of every live stream every day that we live stream. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, you can see they're very close to their 900, and they really only need a few. We're hoping we can get everybody to subscribe to this channel so that they will pass the 900 and really lock it in. Okay, thank you for Noel M. And JCC Tube, yeah, you're free. Everybody's free to swap playlists with each other. That's the one legitimate thing that we can do to pump our hours up. And it's a simple arrangement, but all you have to do is say, I am willing to swap playlists. And then other creators should reach out to you in the chat to make those arrangements. And if you see somebody say they're willing to swap playlists and you're willing, then please reach out to them as well so that you can make those arrangements, of course. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting, meeting new friends and family members. Okay, so I'm going to, let me spin one more time and I will start adding names to the wheel. JCC Tube, for instance. London Kev. Too Fat, Too Furious. So Vern's Junk Closet is coming up. Michael's Adventures has got a good list of channels for playlists tonight. So Vern's Junk Closet, I speak highly of all the time. She happens to be a dear friend, but is somebody that I met in the beginning of my own personal journey through the small YouTuber community, 8, 9, maybe even 10 months ago. She's inspirational in the creation of tuberchat, as a matter of fact, and she shares all of her knowledge related to YouTube. You can see she's got well over 4,000 subscribers now, and very knowledgeable, very much loved and well respected by the small YouTuber community at large. She's known as the YT cheerleader. She's inspirational and motivational, as her banner states there, but it's absolutely true, and I've been lucky enough to be with her on several panels. We're talking right now about a collaboration that we'll do sometime in the near future as well. So I hope everybody will connect with her, and she has a second channel called the VMAX Show, and I'll just show you what she's got going on. Hakimations, who knows? I don't worry about dislikes. I'm lucky that we don't seem to get too many, but it's always going to happen. Happens to everybody at some point. That girl Laddie, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members. And it looks like everybody's doing okay. Let me spin. We'll get one more channel up here, and then I'll think about adding a couple more names to the wheel. So this is Jibbri's World. This is another previously featured channel from tuberchat, but they also happen to be a silver member, so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And thank you, Chrissy Vlogs, for reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. I hope you're meeting new friends and family members. That girl, Laddie, we don't do moderators here. We don't have a lot of moderators or links or anything like that. But if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. The way that the wheel works is it takes a little while to get on the wheel. You have to be here for quite some time, usually anywhere from a half an hour to 45 minutes, sometimes longer. And I have a robot that assists me keep track of how active everybody is in the chat. But once you've been here for a long time, growing your friends and family members, meeting other creators, you get added to the wheel. Okay, thank you very much, Taylor Rochester. Oh, thank you, AC469. So I'm just going to look at what else I can do here for names on the wheel. Is finding happiness in all you do still in the house? Maybe not. Where did the Ford beautification project go? We're going to get a chance to look at this channel now. Vegas Girl, thank you for coming in. I'm always good. Hopefully you are too. It's good to see you in here again. Okay, let me spin, and I'll keep adding names to the wheel. Mr. B and I, they also happen to be members. They're a dynamic couple of creators who have been with TuberChat again and again since finding us a little while back. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. They've just crossed the mark for 700, so they're officially on the road to 800. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And then thank you so much, Chrissy Vlog. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, it really does help the stream. It only takes a moment. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. But it really does help, so thank you. And oh, AC469, did you end up seeing the trailer for PA? I'm just curious. Oh, finding happiness in all you do. There you are. Good. Okay, I'm going to get you onto the wheel now. We're looking at Mr. B and I, of course. Story Mr. Johnny 25 will be doing. Maybe not. I'll have to have a look. He does a lot of posting. Mr. Johnny 25 is another very much loved and well-respected member, not only of our community, but the small YouTuber community at large. He actually does a live stream called the Small YouTuber Show, and he shares all his knowledge and he interviews other creators so that we can all better our channels. But he does a lot of posting. I think he posts almost every single day. I'll have to have a look and see what's coming up. And then that girl Laddie, the best idea here is to make the first move. Because you're new to TuberChat, what happens is the people who've been here for many months and the people who come most often will probably hesitate before connecting with you until they see how you interact with other people in the chat, just to make sure that you're genuine, because they only want to spend their time working on people they're sure about. So in TuberChat, it works the opposite of a lot of other growth streams. The object is for you to make the first move. So you visit a channel, watch a full video, leave a nice comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and then come back here to let them know that you've done that. Then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. And then AC469 is just mentioning that they know me from Do It All Sealing, one of the channels that I manage for somebody else. AC469 has graciously come over from that community to support me over here as well. Hopefully when they're ready to run a channel and produce content, then they'll get a good head start. And of course, the TuberChat community will rally around you when you're ready. Oh, thank you. Taylor Rochester. Remexa, thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. I know you're new to TuberChat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to at all in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Here's London Kev. This is another channel that's been back with TuberChat again and again. But like I said, we move the times around so that we can hit different creators in different time zones, just so that not everybody has to miss it all the time, right? We want to be able to expose ourselves to creators all around the world. Ashley's Life, thank you for coming in. I think you've been here before. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't think this is your first time with TuberChat, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members. And then, finding happiness in all you do. Yeah, sometimes it's moves fast. Today is a little bit busy. TuberChat's always busy, but today's a little bit more so. And thank you very much, Ashley's Life, for the like and the share. Everybody will have an easy time connecting with Scratch and Pete PA because that is our moderator, first of all. But they have just put out a premiere right before we started TuberChat today, and it's a nice short video. It's perfect for everybody to connect with. So if you haven't already connected with Scratch and Pete, hopefully you will. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat either. If I've missed anything important, just please have patience with me, ask or mention it again, and I will do what I can to address anything anybody needs. After TuberChat today, we're going to go over to Kristen Welton's channel, and her and I are going to do a Get to Know Us live stream where we're just going to do questions and answers, a lot more casual than what we're doing here. But just fun for Kristen to start live streaming a little more regularly. She'll have her monetization celebration next week. We celebrated with Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo last night, and I just found out today that the essence of Sonia, who's with us often, has just become monetized, and she'll be doing a monetization party next week, we expect as well. The Ford beautification project. It seems like we host dinner, right? Everybody's baking and cooking and dancing and everything else. But hopefully everybody's having fun with it. Hopefully everybody's meeting new friends and family members. Let me spin. We'll get another channel up, and then I'll look at adding a couple more names to the wheel. Here's the Ford beautification project right now. I've been looking forward to seeing this channel. Let's see what you got going on for us today. Here's your channel. I'm just having a look through your content here. So since you're a new connection for TuberChat, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this introduction video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I'll subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then again, hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Remexa, so I don't typically do channel reviews so much here. Basically, we just put a channel up on the screen and talk about it for a few moments. But when it's time for your channel to come up on the screen, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. For those of you who don't already know, I am a professional channel manager. That's how I got my start on YouTube several years ago. I manage a few channels for a few other people, and I consult for a few others. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. So my hope here in TuberChat is that we can all share our knowledge so that we can make the right decisions for all of our channels. Aura Drew Vlog, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being able to read your entire message perfectly, but I'm sure it's pleasant and welcoming. So thank you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome also. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. For the Fort Beautification Project, yeah, sometimes dinner is lunch or breakfast. Breakfast for dinner is the best idea. So, yeah, okay, I see. Okay, so the Ford Beautification Project, different than I assumed by the name. You cannot judge a book by its cover, right? So you actually clean the community and show how to become eco-friendly, which is great. That's good news. Even more impressive than what I had first wondered. And then Jaden Suh is getting really close to a goal, which is great. So Remexa, it takes a long time to get onto the wheel. But as long as you're active, meeting new channels, meeting new friends and family members for your own channel, eventually you get added to the wheel. And then when the wheel spins, it's random, of course. But like Grandma Faye LME here, as soon as your name comes up, we put your channel up on the screen and talk about it for a few moments if you're still here at that time. Wow. Over 1,500 gallons of trash so far. That's incredible. And then JCC Tube is reaching out to swap playlists. So if anybody in the chat wants to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. And other creators should reach out to you for the purpose of making those arrangements. And if you see somebody say they're willing to swap playlists, then please reach out to them so that you can make those arrangements. And hopefully everybody will increase their hours. So Chrissy Vlogs is on the road to 200 cookies. The one thing I should remind everybody is when we're using numbers in the chat, please try to always remember in chats like this, where we're in growth streams, to spell the number. So if we're using, for instance, the number 200, we would use the words 200, right? The reason why is because in growth streams, a lot of hosts will consider numbers to be spam. I don't know how true or untrue that is, so we just avoid it anyway. I always err on the side of safety, but where possible, whenever you're going to use a number, please write out the word. And then Too Fat, Too Furious will be right back, which is great. So let me spin one more time. Grandma Faye LME is on the road to 400. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, they have got a lot of dynamic content for us to see as well, including a lot of live streaming, as you can see. Oh, there was that Angel's Army with you? I was jumping up and down the one of these live streams. I thought I saw you with Angel's Army, another member of our community. So let me spin. Okay, thank you, Jaden. Yeah, 4 more to 2K. Shav King, good to see you here. Thanks for coming back in. It's been a while, but it's good to have you here. Hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel in a moment. I probably keep saying that, but we'll get to it in another second here. And right now we're going to look at finding happiness in all you do. Oh, did Just Vlogging Life come in? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I didn't welcome you, but thank you for coming in. You slipped by me there. Sometimes our members, the whole purpose of memberships having like green colors to their names is so that they're more noticeable. but for me as a host, I tend to skip by a little bit. Oh, Shav King. So what we have here is a robot called Bottissimo, and what this does is it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. So this is how I determine how everybody gets added to the wheel. It's not just about how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with other creators, meeting new friends and family members. And then I use that to determine how everybody gets on the wheel. But of course, everybody has the chance to get on the wheel. It just occasionally takes a long time. The other thing, too, is that if you come in and sometimes it takes even an hour, it might be too long. And then, you know, I don't blame anybody for not having patience. Not everybody can just stay for an entire 2.5-hour live stream every time I do it. So that makes sense. But where possible, I try to feature as many channels as I can. So I'm going to add a couple more names here right now. So Hakemations. Coach Sherry is our featured channel for today. Hungry Man Kitchen, we haven't had you on the wheel. Becky Patois Pickney. We should put Kira Welton on there. She is a moderator for the channel and happens to be my BFF forever. Finding Happiness in All You Do is almost at 100 subscribers. So I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to them right now. We all know what it's like to hit a milestone that we're looking forward to. And, you know, we can give that great feeling to Finding Happiness in All You Do right now. Hopefully we can get a little bit farther than 100 so that they can really lock it in. And I see XTC has a question. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. I'm going to put Kristen Welton up on the screen. Oh, Chrissy Vlogs, you have patience for your chance on the wheel? We had you on the wheel last night. I hope you were still here when we did. It was a little bit later in the, like towards the very end of the live stream. So XTC, you're saying you have a question. There was an incident where YouTube demonetized an entire growth stream because he promoted your video and had a movie in it. That's interesting. I haven't heard anything like that. Of course, anything's possible. YouTube is very serious when it comes to copyrights and things like that. So I don't know if that was the issue or whatever. It seems extreme to me. But like I said, anything's possible, especially these days while they're purging and glitching. But I don't watch any videos while I live stream anyway, and I don't subscribe to channels while I live stream. In the case of a newer channel, as you know, because we just connected, I would take a video, add it into my watch later list so that I can watch it later. Then I don't have to worry about that stuff. I don't know whether it matters or not, but I always do everything extremely safely here, right? Jolly people. Oh, Jolly Pasquale. I can't help but chuckle. I hope everybody connects with Jolly Pasquale because he just makes this entertaining content that makes me laugh. Muscle Car Appraisal, good to see you in here as well. And so XTC, the thing is, like, as long as you don't have any copyright strikes, you should be able to apply for monetization. But YouTube does clearly state in their monetization guidelines or terms, it says some channels with too much copyright claims may also be denied. Now, I have on my personal channel probably 20 videos as a minimum, maybe even closer to 30 that have copyright claims, and I still got monetized. Now, that's out of about 100 videos, including live streams and this and that. But I did manage to get monetized with no problem, no strikes or anything like that. Now, I knew I was putting up copyright claim material when I put it because it's music that I somewhat have the right to put up. But the copyright claims just mean that the artists of that music or the publishers of that content will get paid. I will never get paid for it, which I don't care. I still get views and subscribers from it. So you have to make the right decisions for your channel, but one of the most important things is to make sure that you're not getting any copyright claims. So you need to look inside, first of all, your YouTube studio, as well as make sure you're getting emails from YouTube in case they're sending anything to you, because we've seen instances where channels have been demonetized. YouTube did warn, but they didn't get the warnings in time, and then ended up losing their monetized channel. JD Knight 7, thanks for coming in. Always good to see you. On tuberchat AC469, I haven't done any StreamYard panels yet. I don't know. It's always in the back of my mind whether I might do interviews for the purpose of doing Q&As like you're asking about. On my personal channel, I've done a little bit, but I really haven't done too much really heavy stuff like that. Kristen and I will do one after tuberchat today where we're just going to do like a get to know us live stream on her channel. But I don't think we're going to run that as an absolute panel. It's just going to be us talking. We just happen to use StreamYard. But it is an idea. Lots of creators do it. Some of the creators here in the chat have panels, and I've been on some of those panels occasionally. It's an idea. I just haven't happened to do very many of them yet. Hopefully everybody is having a good time. It's possible, XTC. Anything's possible. I always just err on the side of safety, but as long as you, I know it can be daunting to go through YouTube's community guidelines and actually read the stuff, but you can familiarize yourself with it and just make sure you're always good. But you're probably okay. If you haven't got any copyright claims or strikes, then you're doing just fine. Shav King, strikes go away after a period of time, and forgive me for not being sure because I haven't had one yet. I haven't seen one in particular myself with my own eyes. So, but they clearly spell that out also in the community guidelines that if you get a strike, I forget if it takes 3 months or 6 months or 2 months or whatever it is to disappear, but it will disappear for you eventually. So you may have to delay. But even if you do, eventually you'll get around to it. Thank you. I love Kathy 138. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. But if I have, hopefully everybody will have patience with me. You have 1 6-second copyright claim for your intro song. No other videos have it, though it's the same song. That's interesting, Jay Shashay. I don't know whether it's worth trying to dispute it or not. Maybe you got that content from one of those apps or the YouTube library or something like that. If it's the YouTube library, they shouldn't have a claim on it. If it's from another app that a lot of people use for video editing and things like that, some of those come with music. The problem with the music industry is that the rights for music can change hands over time, as we've seen with Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift, I don't know the whole story, but my understanding is that somebody that she's not happy with bought all the masters of her original music. And so you can see that a record label, for instance, could possibly have music set out as non-copyright, like for people to use. And then if somebody later on, even 10 years down the road, buys that music from that label, they can change the rights. And then all of a sudden say, no, we want to get paid. And that would be a horrifying situation for everyone. I'm not saying it happens. I'm saying it's possible. We just always have to be careful. Ducking Entertainment Channel, good to see you back. Thanks for coming in. I know it's been a while, but it's always good to see you here. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. So this is Hungry Man Kitchen. This is our first time getting a chance to look at this channel. They came over from My BS Life. We know as Brad from My BS Life, who I've collaborated with a couple of times. And thank you very much, Dolly Pasquale, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. So I don't watch videos or subscribe like while I live stream, like I was talking about. But what I'm going to do is take one of Hungry Man Kitchen's. I'm surprised we're not already connected, but it's probably because you've left a couple comments and I'm behind. I'm usually never behind, but I'm behind right now by quite a few days. I'm going to take this 9-minute video here and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full. and leave a meaningful, genuine comment for you, I'll give you a thumbs up. I'll subscribe, and I'll go through my comments and finally reply to the one or two that you've left for me. And I appreciate your patience, but we'll be subscribed. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So let me spin one more time. Oh, my pleasure, Jolly Pasquale. It's fun to watch, though. I like your jump edits. I only recently, actually, this is the funniest thing. So I've produced hundreds of YouTube videos, right? Not just for myself, for other channels. And I didn't even know what the difference between a jump cut or a simple cut were. And then you did a perfect example in your video of what jump cuts are. And it makes for engaging content anyway, but you did a perfect job with it. I can't help myself but laugh every time I think about your now both videos I see. I didn't mean to spin right away. We've got the Murphy family up here. Too Fat, Too Furious will be next. But the Murphy family is a silver member, so their channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not, of course. But they happen to be a generous and much loved and well-respected member, not only of our community, but the small YouTuber community at large. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, they're on the road to 2K. And yeah, Shav King, if there's anything I can help with at all, it's not that I think I know everything, of course not, but I've only been here a few years. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And just like probably everybody who's here with us today in the chat, I aspire to get better every single day, not just for myself, but the other channels that I run and for everybody here at TuberChat. So my hope is that we'll all share our knowledge so that we can all add it to what we learned yesterday, what we're going to learn tomorrow, and make the best decisions for all of our channels. There are some things that are a universal truth for all of us, but most of the things have to be decided independently based on your individual channels and especially niches. Good, Jolly Pasquale. I'll be looking forward to your stuff. My pleasure, Hungry Man Kitchen. My pleasure to have your channel up. It looks like you got some engaging stuff there. So I skipped ahead a little bit there. So Too Fat, Too Furious is coming up right now. I spun already. Let's get them up on the screen. See what's happening with Too Fat, Too Furious for today. Here they are. So this is another dynamic couple of creators. They're officially well over 200 subscribers and on the road to 300. Hopefully everybody will support this channel. And they're willing to swap playlists as well. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And other creators will reach out to you for the purpose of making those arrangements. And the Ford Beautification Project, it seems like it. Yeah, the Murphy family is very much on YouTube. Cozy Relaxation, great to see you in here. It's been a little while, but I'm always happy to have you in the chat. So thank you for coming to visit. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. Cozy Relaxation is a previously featured channel from TuberChat. Looks like everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members. I've got to add some names to the wheel. It's been far too long. Becky's already up there. Chrissy Vlogs. I love Kathy 138. Is Jaden still in here right now? Jaden comes and goes. Sergeant Life is still here. Is Grinch still here? Grinch was here at the beginning, but it'd be quite a while to have been here if they're still here. Game Master 1414. And Jazzy Nicole is here. And I'll add some more names shortly. Let's spin. We get another channel up here. Okay, yeah, no, cozy relaxation. I appreciate all the time that that you can spend, that anybody spends here. I appreciate every moment. So if it had been much longer, I probably would have reached out to you just to see what was happening. But hopefully all is okay, and it's great to have you here. And thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. It really helps. Yep, Sergeant Life, I've got you on the wheel now. Here's Jazzy Nicole. She's been with TuberChat for a long, long time. This is the first time we've had your channel up on the screen in a while, so I'm going to get your bell on now. And then, that looks like an interesting video right there. Hopefully everybody will connect with Jazzy Nicole. She's out supporting lots of creators all the time. I run into her almost every single day supporting other creators in live streams. She's got a lot of familiar faces here on the featured channels list, including InQ's World, and hopefully everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. Oh, Game Master 1414, you are here. I got you on the wheel now. I was afraid you might have gone. And the Ford Beautification Project cat box, are you are you mentioning the cats that I have meowing in my background here? I wonder if that's what you're talking about. They have occasionally made cameo appearances on TuberChat, but I'm allergic to cats. As a matter of fact, they actually I've been living with Kristen and Kira here for like 4 years now with these cats, so they don't bother me very much anymore. It's not like I have to take allergy medicine all the time or anything like that. Occasionally, if I play with them too much, then I have to. But we've always got these cats meowing in the background. All right. And Scratch and Pete is as loyal as they come. Oh, wow. 6 felines. Oof. You got quite a bit of activity going on in your place there. I grew up with dogs, but I didn't have any pets of my own when I moved in with Kristen and Kira. They already had these 2 cats. Very, very young. AC469 is more of a dog person, let's say. Here's Sergeant Life. Jazzy Nicole, over 800 subscribers now, actually. So officially on the road to 900. I'm glad that you've got that 800 locked in. Let's get Sergeant Life up here. Malenga, good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is your first time with TuberChat, but we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I Love Kathy 138 is back. I've put you on the wheel, so your channel will probably come up soon. There you go. The Ford Beautification Project will have their furry friends on their channel as well shortly. And then Sergeant Life is dog fans. I wonder if you've got any. I'm just going to scan through your videos here and see if there's anything. I wonder if you have any. Ah, there we go. the thumbnail right here. On the road to 100, hopefully everybody has subscribed to this channel. Sergeant Life's been back again and again since finding TuberChat, probably for every live stream since they found us. And I appreciate all that time. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here at TuberChat. Hopefully everybody's meeting new friends and family members. Oh, Grinch, you're here. I'm so sorry. I was asking earlier. I didn't think you've been here the whole time. Grinch needs to be on the wheel as well. Hopefully everybody will connect with Sergeant Life if you haven't already, because we want to push them a little bit farther and get them close to that 100. And Jaden saw TuberChat will go for a little bit more than another half hour because Kristen and I are going to do another live stream on her channel right after at 4:30 Eastern, which is about 50 minutes from now. So I will cut TuberChat off about 5 minutes before that starts so that we can, so I guess 45 minutes from now, so that we can, I can just have 2 minutes to prepare and then we'll be on her channel for a much more casual live stream. AC469, I haven't done anything with TikTok yet, but I will, I'll have to figure out what I can do. I haven't been able to come up with an idea to bring value to the TuberChat community yet. So in the case of Instagram, like Instagram's where it's at, right? Everybody's on there already. TikTok is a lot more fun. But I haven't, like I said, I haven't found a way to incorporate TuberChat into that yet, other than maybe just posting the same things I post on Instagram, like the stories or whatever. And thank you, Sergeant Life. I'll have to figure that out. And that's right, Jaden Suh, 3:30 your time. JCC Tube is still in the house or back in the house. You've been on the wheel for a long, long time today. Here's Chrissy Vlogs. I hope they're still here. I'll put the channel up anyway. Chrissy Vlogs, just let me know if you're still here, please. What happens, the reason I have to wonder is if we haven't seen a message from somebody for a few minutes, it's possible that they're just out doing the connecting that we're supposed to be doing. Oh, is this is not Chrissy Vlogs, is it? Oh, I can find her now. Oh, here it is. Are we not connected already? I thought I just connected with this channel. I'm going to look at something for a second here. My watch later list. Oh, there it is. That's why. We haven't connected yet because I didn't go through my watch later list yet. Here we go. There's Chrissy Vlogs. So we will be connected. I haven't yet gone through my watch later list. Usually what I do with a new creator is add a video into my watch later list. And within the next 24 hours, I go through that watch later list. I watch a full video, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure that the connection sticks. But it turns out that I guess I'm a day behind. I didn't even realize it. Washington County News Station, Utah. Always great to have you in the chat. Thanks for coming back in. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. And AC469, I don't go live on Instagram. I haven't yet. I don't know whether I eventually will. I'm sure at some point. Maybe not for TuberChat, but maybe for myself. JD Knight 7 is still in the house. And let me spin. Okay, I don't know if Chrissy Vlogs is still here. Oh, did the Murphy family come in? Oh, maybe not today. That's okay. Kira Walton. Kira Welton is in the chat as a moderator, happens to be Kristen's daughter, so that makes her my BFF forever. And she has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. Hopefully, we're going to get her posting a little bit more. Oh, Chrissy Vlogs, you are there. Okay, we just had your channel up. Kira Welton is doing a lot of live streaming more than anything else lately, but some unboxing videos and then a couple of these flight lessons and other videos as well. So hopefully she'll get a little more posting going on a little more frequently. And then there's a lot to be looked at from there. And then Jay Sachet is just saying an idea might be the most interesting snippets of member videos. Yeah, maybe that could be a great idea. Jay Sachet. I've really got to just take a good moment and have a look at that. The highest number of people I've had in the chat at one time, I can't be certain. I'm sure at some point we must have hit 50 because there's been many times where we've gotten to 40. I think it usually floats around 25 to 30. But while I haven't looked lately, the largest number of people that I remember actually coming through a chat, and the Bautissimo statistics that I use over here help me keep track of that. We had 110 people come through in a 2-hour period once. That was probably the very busiest day. But we've had a couple of times where we've hit, I think it's been more than once, that we've hit like 100 likes on one live stream. I've calmed down a little bit about reminding everybody like so often. I leave it to the robot, and then a couple of people like Scratch and Pete will remind people, and a lot of people in the chat will remind everybody to give the thumbs up. I don't do it even maybe as often as I should. We all have to be reminded. Even I have to be reminded when I'm in other people's channels. 99% of the time I remember. Christian Nomad is a member here, and he was pointing out that there's a channel, a YouTube Chrome extension that is called Auto-like or something like that. I still have yet to look at it, but it apparently does automatic liking for you every time you hit a new live stream or video, which is great. What a great idea. But everybody has to be reminded, especially on a phone, because you got to turn the chat off to give the thumbs up and then come back in. But I'd have to look. I'm going to know soon, because I'm going to try to go over some statistics as we're getting closer to episode number 100. So I just want to see how things have grown. In the first live streams, I think we'd only have about 30 people that would come through tuberchat, 30 to 40 people. But now it's almost always over 90 and sometimes crossing 100. Thank you very much, Ashley's Life. Great to have had you here. Hopefully you met some new friends and family members. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. So here's Game Master 1414. Let's have a... Oh, Jump the Fat's in the house. Hey, there you are. You slipped by me for a second there, but welcome back in. Thank you for coming in. Game Master 1414. I think we were already supposed to be connected, but I didn't go through my watch later list yet in the last 24 hours. Are you on here? Not yet? Okay, I'm wrong about that, but that's okay. So maybe this is the first time I'm having your channel up on the screen. I thought I had it once, but maybe I'm wrong. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll just take the latest one because I usually look for around 10 minutes. This is 9. So I'll add it into my watch later list. Now for the next couple of days, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. And I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Among Us video. I'll give you a thumbs up. Of course, we should always be doing that for each other. And then I will subscribe, and in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. Hopefully, you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Jaden, you and I have been connected for months and months and months. So I we'll see if I put your channel on the wheel again today, then I will I'll put one of your videos in the watch later list. But I catch your stuff often. I'm just having a look through the chat, make sure I'm not missing too much. Hopefully I'm not. But it looks like everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members, which is great. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen. I love Kathy 138. This is Soleil. She happens to be a family friend, a friend of Kira's, a friend of ours, and a neighbor. But happy to have you back in the chat again. Since this is the second time I'm putting your channel up, I've got your bell on now. Hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel and get her a little bit closer to, first of all, the 50 that must be on her mind, and then eventually she's on the road to 100. Thank you very much. Finding happiness in all you do. Always good to have you here. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. Oh dear. Okay, Ecstasy. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's absolutely not necessary. Very much appreciated. But for that reason, usually I would just put you on the wheel for that. But I'll put you right up right now so we can have a look at your channel just before you have to head out. Let's get the bell on. Here's Ecstasy, who's been in the chat with us for the whole live stream, I think, today. So almost at the 200, officially on the road to 200, but getting very close. Hopefully we're going to push you a little bit farther. I don't know if you can make it here in tuberchat today to 200, but hopefully we'll get you closer, and then you'll pass it and lock in pretty soon. But thank you again for your generous super chat. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, looks like everybody is having a good time connecting. Very cool. Oh, I see. Jump the Fat. Was your name not already? Forgive me for not remembering. You changed your name so that it's all one word now. I understand. So now it's easier to find, is what you're saying. That's good news. I thought I remembered it being one word, but forgive me for being wrong about that. Either way, great to have you here. Now that means you'll hopefully grow a little bit faster. It'll be easier for people to connect with you. Oh, see, and the other thing too, like Cozy Relaxation right now is reaching out to JCC Tube. Now, these are both channels that I've connected with. I might even be connected with both of them on both of my channels. As well, I have swap playlists with both of them. Now, one of the things that's going on with YouTube and this purging and glitching, as we've seen more and more, if you haven't visited a channel for even a couple of months, it seems that YouTube is removing connections. Now, this weekend, I've put up a couple channels on the screen who we know have been connected to tuberchat for quite some time. And then when they came up on the screen, it looked like we were not connected, but certainly should have been. So you might have to redo some of these connections. If it comes up, please just be patient with creators. It's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's just that YouTube is doing this purging and glitching, and I hope there's going to be an end to this soon. We've been talking about it for over a month now. So let's look at JCC Tube right now. But like I was telling everybody earlier today, one of the channels that I manage has 2,700 subscribers, but has never been involved in any of what we're doing here, connecting with each other and this and that, no sub for sub behavior or anything of the sort. That channel grew 100% organically. And when I looked at the analytics today, it is doing the same thing that ours is, losing subscribers, gaining subscribers, losing subscribers. So it's not just us. I can tell you, I've seen with my own eyes, it's not just us in these chats doing this stuff. It's everybody that's getting affected by this. Hopefully it'll slow down. And then it looks like everything's running smoothly today. If anybody does have anything that they feel I need to address in the chat with regards to maybe another creator not connecting the right way or anything like that, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, tuberchat. And then we'll hope that it's a misunderstanding, and I'll do what I can to address it, make sure everybody's on the same page. But it looks like we're doing okay for today. So let's see what we got going on here. Here's JD Knight 7. Yeah, there you go. Adrienne Villanueva vlogs. Bigger YouTubers are losing as well. They're going to have to stop because I've seen a couple of people start talking about moving to Twitch. So if you have a question, I'm happy to answer it to the best of my ability. Adrienne. Jolly Pasquale still here with us? Pareto's Productions, are you still here? Have you gone? Yeah, they were here in the beginning. I'm just looking in the other window here. I've got my robot. Just looking at how to add some more names to the wheel here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat as far as welcoming everybody in. On your About page, your views have stopped moving. Should you be worried? But your hours are moving. That's interesting. On your About page, like if I look at... I wouldn't worry about it on your About page, because the information that's outside of YouTube for everybody to see is not the same sometimes as on the inside of YouTube. So that could be that should be another glitch. If your hours are moving, that is important. That's great. And then as well, when you look at your analytics, you got to remember that some of the things in there are talking about a rolling 28 days. It's not the same as a month, although it's close. And the other thing, too, is that it's only talking about, for instance, the last 28 days. It can be a little bit tough to decipher some of the things they have back there, just because we're used to thinking in terms of months, and they mix and match some of these statistics. The most important statistic you want if you're still working towards being monetized is on the monetization tab on the left side of your YouTube studio, the two dials that say whether you are how many subscribers you have and how many watch hours you have. It doesn't matter what any other numbers say anywhere else. You can use those to watch and monitor, but those two dials are what you need to get monetized. As for views, I mean, we just hope that they go up, but YouTube often purges what it thinks are invalid views, especially on live streams, but invalid views or likes even. And thank you, the Ford Beautification Project. Thank you very much. Oh, that's interesting. Adrienne Villanueva vlogs. I haven't. I have heard somebody else say something about the views on the About page, but I can't remember for the life of me what they exactly had said. But it's interesting. I'm going to be watching that now. That Blue Moon, great to see you. I'm always happy when you're in the chat. So thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're going to grow as well. Hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members. I should remind everybody, in about a half an hour from now, we're going to tuberchat I will stop, and it will be, I'll stop about 25 minutes from now, just to give myself a couple of minutes to prepare, and then Kristen and I will be doing a live stream on her channel, and it's just going to be a much more casual live stream than this, but we're just going to do like a get to know us as a couple type of live stream. So hopefully everybody will join us over there just for some questions and answers, and hopefully some fun. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Okay, thank you, Sergeant Life. Thank you very much. Oh, that Blue Moon. Did you drop your link? There are a couple of channels that have popular names. So that Blue Moon is a really great name, right? Or I don't know if it's that it's as great as I think it is, or if it's that the words are popular. But either way, what happens is that channel sometimes is not going to come up first in the search results yet. As they get closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, and as they remain active and their channel gets stronger and stronger, it'll improve. But the trouble is, it makes it harder for them than it is for the rest of us, just because their name, it's a great name. That's what I think. But it's for whatever reason, like I said, there's other popular channels named similarly. So as time goes on, it'll get easier. But in the meantime, we have the link that can drop so that everybody can connect with that Blue Moon easily. This is JD Knight 7. They've been with tuberchat since the beginning, a previously featured channel, and always share for us. A member of our Twitter list as well, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will connect with JD Knight 7 if you haven't already. Getting very close to that 3K. That must be on their mind. So hopefully we're pushing them a little bit farther today. I don't know if Hakeemations is still with us today. I'm going to put the channel up anyway. They were here for a while, and if they're not here, I'll move on quickly. We looked at JCC Tube, but I forgot to take the channel off the wheel. Here's Hakeemations. Yep, you're right there. Okay. So on the road to 100, hopefully we're going to push them a little bit farther. They just put up a video yesterday. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. We're always looking for a video over 1 minute. So this one here that says making a YouTube banner is a good one. This Among Us video is even acceptable, but you're always looking for a video over a minute. So if you find a creator like this that's got some really short videos, please just look for one that's at least 60 seconds long, just so that we can get your view registered in the YouTube algorithm. Did I talk about future channel moving? I'm not sure what you mean, Cozy Relaxation. Forgive me. If you don't mind asking again, maybe I can figure that out. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I recently got a new computer, and it's not like a fantastic one, but it is like at the base model iMac, right? So the camera is built in and this and that. My older Mac was very, very old, from 2011. And that one seemed to be fine. So I don't know why I get this freezing with my camera, but as long as you can still do what you're doing in the chat, that's the most important part. If you can hear me, that's a great addition to it. But as long as the chat's rolling, that's all we're worried about. Hopefully it will pick itself up after a while. Yeah, this computer is just a little bit different. There might be a setting or something I can do. Get new from YouTube saying future channel section. Oh, featured channels. So maybe is that what you mean? I'll show you actually what is happening with that. We'll come back to Hakeemations in a moment. So forgive the self-promotion, but this is the easiest way for me to show everybody. So you see how on tuberchat's front page, we have our upcoming live streams, and then we have featured channels, right? You can add more of these sections now. So we have one for our gold and silver members, one for our bronze members, lots of videos that are here from other creators that have mentioned or featured tuberchat, and then our past live streams at the bottom. So this featured channels area is something that used to run down the right side of the page. And they've changed the way that that works now. So when I show you my personal channel, I haven't moved that yet, but I will have to. So this is what featured channels used to look like, and they changed it. So this will be going away. If you don't move this, they're going to move it for you, and they're going to put it like the tuberchat one that I just showed a moment ago. When you are in your YouTube studio, you will find there's a new tab for almost everybody, should be everybody by now, called customization. So you can get to your front page now from either the front page while you're logged in or from that tab in YouTube Studio. And it's a new way of doing the featured channels collaboration. So yeah, that's what they mean. It's going to be moving. They did that because I think now we've officially got to the point that more people are on phones and tablets than on computers. And especially because a lot of people watch on televisions, right? So they've moved things around to make it easier for everybody else. They change things all the time. So does Facebook, Instagram, I'm sure will do a lot of it too. Twitter's even done it. Thank you, Too Fat, Too Furious. Yeah, and then I'm glad I could help with that. So I got to add some more names to the wheel here. Hopefully there's nobody that I've missed in the chat yet. But we're going to keep tuberchat going for about another 15 minutes or so. And then we're going to go into Kristen's channel where I'm going to join her for a more casual live stream just so that we can do like a get to know us kind of question and answer type of discussion. Here's Adrienne Vill. I say this name all the time. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. Oh, maybe if I can copy and paste properly. Can't speak or type for some reason today. Yeah, the other thing too, so for everybody in the chat, please have patience with each other because everybody who's in the chat here now has been here before. Almost every single channel, right? And most of the channels that are here have been here for months, which means they're extremely genuine. So when somebody says they've left you a package, if you go to look for a comment and you don't see it right away, just please give them the benefit of the doubt, have patience. It'll probably show up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. On top of all the other glitching and purging that YouTube is doing, we find delays with the comments that are coming through. So hopefully that will alleviate some concern. And then JCC Tube, yeah, we'll do that when it's time. She's going to go in about 20 minutes from now. So I will raid. We'll be there a couple minutes early. But I'm going to keep tuberchat going until it's time for that. We can all keep connecting. Want to make sure everybody gets everybody. And yeah, Jaden, we're raiding Kristen's after. So Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs has been doing some live streaming, as we see. Very cool. You got Premiere. Oh, this is what you were talking about. Yeah, you have Premieres set up already. Well in advance. Wow, really well in advance. Good stuff. It can really help if it's possible for you, for all creators to have the time, if you're batch filming or batch editing where you've got your videos ready to go well in advance. You can schedule them out and really aim the release, and that can really help you. It can give your videos a head start. I always, always, always on every channel upload every video as private, schedule it, and aim the release. Always. I know it's not always possible because if you find a trend or something that is time sensitive and you have to get it up right away, that makes sense too. So hopefully you'll be able to ride the wave of a trend or some news or something that's happening. But otherwise, I always recommend uploading videos as private and scheduling them out. Here's that blue moon. Oh, Rebecca Rose, I've never had you on the wheel today. Cozy Relaxation was not on the wheel either. Oh, who did I? Oh, that blue moon. I almost ruined your chance there because I forgot as soon as I stopped the wheel. Oh, 1 month ahead of schedule, Hungry Man Kitchen. Now, I say that I recommend that for everybody, but I don't. Even I've fallen behind. What on earth is? Oh, we should do this anyway here. Because I've got the channel coming up right now, that blue moon. Here they are. So you can see you got to go through a small bit of effort to find that channel, but there's the link right there. So if anybody wants to find that, Nightbot has dropped it for us. They've got a lot of familiar faces on their featured channels list, including Just Living Life, Princess Lizzie, the Hoops Family Network, Eating with Miss P, Mr. Fultomrez, and JD Knight 7, who's here with us right now. So that blue moon. And, oh, you got another Among Us. I was going to say I saw this Among Us video, but I didn't. I see it now. You've done another one, which is great. Among Us is such a popular game now, and it just seemed to me to come out of nowhere like Fortnite. All of a sudden, you didn't hear of it, and then it was the #1 game. It's amazing. So hopefully everybody's doing good, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. Hopefully I'm not missing too much. I haven't played Among Us yet. I've played like one game that was similar to it for a quick second, but not the actual game itself. So hopefully everybody will connect with that blue moon. This is a channel that's been back with tuberchat again and again and again. And one of the things I often mention is they've got a video. It's quite some time ago now that they put it out, but maybe I can find it. And we have swapped playlists, so they're obviously willing to swap playlists. Where did the video go? Did you delete? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I wondered if you deleted some videos. So this video here, thank you to this channel. I've got quite a few views on it. I've added that into our front page. And that is a video that Blue Moon so graciously made about tuberchat. So whenever something like that is done, sometimes you have shout out videos that are made where they will tell you about, their top 5 or top 10 channels or something. We put those on our front page as well. But that's a special video that was made by that Blue Moon. Michael's Adventures has made one like that for us, and a couple other creators where it's specifically about us. So we've got that on the front page. And that blue moon is amazing. Scratch and Pete. And drop the link hopefully one more time if Nightbot will do it. Yeah, there it is. So hopefully everybody will connect with that blue moon if you haven't already. We're going to look at Rebecca Rose now. I'm going to have to speed up my channels here just a little bit. Here's Rebecca Rose again. Let's get your bell on. So we are officially connected, but you've got a lot of other content. I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel better. That's one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen. I know everybody likes it, but it gives me personally a chance to get to know, first of all, the channels, and then hopefully eventually the creators behind the channels. So that every time you come to tuberchat, I can feature you a little bit better. More stories to tell, like I just did with that blue moon. Chrissy Vlogs is willing to swap playlists. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs is reaching out as well. So everybody's free to make those arrangements independently, of course. If you're willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And then if you see somebody saying they are willing to swap playlists and you're willing, then please reach out to them as well. And like I said, everybody's free to make those arrangements independently. Pardon me just for 1 second. So, yeah. All right, let me spin one more time here. Get another channel up. Oh, Gracie Sweets at Home. Great to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Did I miss something from you? Did you send me a message and I didn't respond to it or something like that? I'm so sorry if that's the case. For some reason, as soon as you mention that right now, I feel like there's something that you asked me and I didn't respond to, and I never mean to do that. Oh, so Cozy Relaxation, if you don't mind, just let me know on Instagram if there's anybody that's not connecting in the chat, and then I'll try to address it as best I can. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. Sometimes it's also there's delays right now, right, with YouTube with all the purging and glitching and everything. I'm just making notes for myself. I always make notes with pen and paper. Oh, yeah, Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. I'm not sure if that's what Cozy Relaxation means, but if you're talking, I don't know if you're talking about videos right now when we're connecting, or if you're talking about playlists in general. So I find that probably 80, maybe even 90% of people who are making playlist arrangements actually run them. I can't think of anybody who specifically, I'm sure did not run it, but I make so many playlist arrangements with people that it doesn't matter, because I probably have swapped with 100 creators. We're pretty close to it anyway. I still do. So if anybody wants to swap with me, even though I'm monetized, I still do with my personal channel anyway. So I'm happy to do it, especially if you haven't done much of it before or haven't swapped playlists before. I'll be happy to go through it with you so you know how to do it, and then you can reach out to other creators as well. Jaden Suh has a 1-minute video. That's cool. But the other thing too, we always in tuberchat want to make sure that everybody's on the same page as far as being genuine. It sounds like I do a decent job of describing how everything works to everybody, but sometimes, maybe I'm not giving enough of an explanation. So it's possible for somebody to come in, not understand, and have a bit of a misunderstanding. But we just try to guide everybody, especially newcomers, so that they can be doing what we're doing. And then everybody can be happy. Sometimes. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. I haven't had a lot of trouble with that. I did a playlist experiment for a few weeks on my personal channel before tuberchat existed, because I was preparing, right, to see how things were going to go. And then when I started tuberchat, I've done a lot of playlist swapping. So it's good practice to have proof if you want of like either photos or a video of the red lines or whatever. Often I'll do it for somebody who's newer to the idea just to show them what other people will expect. And I never hold it against anybody if they want proof. I don't think a lot of people try to cheat the system when it comes to swapping playlists, but I'm sure it has happened, right? So everybody's just got to do whatever they need for their own channel. It's hard sometimes not to jump to conclusions too. So I try not to do that. I try. So we're looking at Cozy Relaxation now. This is a channel, like I said, who has been with TuberChat for a long, long time. I've swapped playlists with them. So they're willing to swap playlists well into the 1200s on their channel now. And they do the featured channels collaboration as well here. I'm going to spin. We got Grinch 1984. Hopefully they're still here. Grinch was here for a long, long time. I think they were here for almost the whole live stream today. But we'll put the channel up anyway. And if they are not here, we'll just move on quickly. Oh, I didn't put Jump the Fat up today. So I'm going to, let's get Jump the Fat up here. Grinch 1984. He's got hilarious content here. But he is also found with Past Life Explorer occasionally. Often, actually, on live streams. I've been lucky enough to catch them in some engaging conversation. So hopefully everybody will connect with Grinch 1984, parodies and originals if you haven't already. My pleasure, Jump the Fat. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting, meeting new friends and family members. And I'll just give it another moment. Just looking at something in another window here. So let me spin. We'll get another channel up. And thank you, Cozy Relaxation, for the time that you've spent. Here's Gracie Sweets at Home. Sorry, forgive me for that spelling mistake there. When I copy and paste, I don't always do a perfect job. So on the road to 200, hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. I've got your bell on now, so I'll be notified. A bit of live streaming is done on this channel, and then some other engaging content. So hopefully I'll get to know this channel a little bit better in the near future. And then okay, thank you, Cozy Relaxation. Yeah, I appreciate every moment that you spend here at TuberChat. And forgiving me for moving on so quickly. We're going to spin just for fun. We're going to see what Jump the Fat has going on for today. Oh, mistakes here. And here is Jump the Fat. Oh, maybe. Oh, if I could spell properly. Here's Jump the Fat. And then, so we're looking at Jump the Fat now, officially on the road to 700. We're going to head over in another moment to Kristen's channel. She's got a live stream set up. Her and I are going to do a get to know us live stream, much more casual than here, but hopefully you'll join us over there. So just hit that link that I just dropped in the chat. And if everybody would say tuberchat raid, just for the sake of doing it on the way over there, and that will be great. And I will see you over there as well. Thank you very much for the time that you spent. And don't worry. Oh, Jump the Fat, you're going to go live tonight. That's cool. Hopefully I'll be able to catch that. But the biggest thing is if you have to take a break or if you're forced to take a break from YouTube, you just want to get back to the point that you're doing a video per week as a minimum, and your channel will grow. That's what you need for a strong and solid foundation. If you have to, it might be an idea to try to film a few videos ahead of time so that you can schedule them out. Give yourself a little bit of a cushion so that if you have to take a week or two off, you still got videos going and the channel doesn't suffer. But the sooner you can get there, the better. But it should be all good. Live streams can help. It's a good way to fill in the gap. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive my quick exit, but we're going to head out and go over to Kristen's channel right now. One more time, I'm just going to drop that link, and I will see you over there. Thank you, everyone, for the time that you spent, and we will see you in a moment. Bye-bye.